Hey guys, so this is a video we were not expecting to make. Um, we thought we were coming to Istanbul, Turkey for a quick health checkup, but honestly, what has unfolded has completely changed everything and was really unexpected. Okay, we found ourselves recently in the middle of a scary and quite frankly, an unexpected experience. As a family of six, yes, with four kids in tow, we have no relatives nearby, no backup plan, and we thought that this was just going to be a routine visit, okay? We've heard all the hype about Memorial Hospital in Istanbul, Turkey, and so we wanted to see for ourselves, okay? It's highly internationally rated. Loads of internationals come from all over to do it. And so we said we need to put health first. So my husband decided to get a checkup here. Well, then the checkup had revealed something that we weren't expecting. The doctors pretty much sat him down and explained everything, and my husband needed surgery. And we were advised that it shouldn't wait because complications could arise that could result in a bad outcome. So while it wasn't an immediate surgery, it was something that if you don't get it taken care of could turn and not in a good way. So we were in a little bit of shock. Again, we have no family nearby. It's just me and my husband and our four kids. And now surgery in a foreign country, and it felt somewhat terrifying, right? So here's the thing. From the moment that the Memorial Hospital, told us, the staff really did a great job making us feel supported, every single step of the way. They provide you a translator who speaks amazing English, and essentially, they're with you every single step of the way. So they walk you through every detail. The hospital, it's spotless, it's modern, and honestly, it's more advanced than many places that we have seen back home. All of the paperwork is also automatically translated into English, and it's sent to you. And obviously you get sent home with papers as well. So, but since we have four little ones with us, I was not able to be there with him the whole time. Okay. So what happened was we had our appointment on Monday. So we came Friday evening because it was only a 1 hour flight from where we're currently living in Romania. So it was a quick 1 hour flight. And they, once you start this process, when we asked them about an appointment, it was within 4 days. They were like, yeah, get here then, and here's your appointment. So we had 4 days. So we were like, okay, why don't, because it's just a simple checkup. We can go on Friday night, and then that leaves Saturday and Sunday, and we can see a few sites, okay? So we did do that. We stayed, we're pretty close to the hospital, but not in the main historic area. It's more of a business and a conference center, still relatively central located. So Saturday and Sunday before the appointment was low key. We're just going to get this checkup. We're going to just fly right back home. But before that, we went to the Hagia Sophia. We went to the Blue Mosque. We went to the Basilica, the Cistern, which was the water cistern during the Constantinople reign. It was really amazing to see.
Any point accepted.
So we got to do some of the tourist sites, some sightseeing right before, because we knew Monday was his checkup. Let's get it all out of the way, and then we can fly back home. So then we get told, hey, he really needs this surgery. So we're like, okay. Obviously that was difficult because your first thing is well, I should be there with him, right? That's what I would want. I would want my husband with me to support me. So he was like, we can't, I can't be there. They weren't letting our four kids come up. So we were sort of okay, I mean, they'll let your four kids come up, but staying is a little bit of a different situation. So he's like, you should just stay there, not let the kids worry, and do what you need to do. So then we were like, okay, He can't fly for 3 or 4 days after his surgery. So we have to extend the hotel. So I go downstairs to the lobby and I'm like, hey, we need to extend this. And then I ask, like, do you have some babysitters? Because I know some hotels, we're staying in Hilton, they have licensed, babysitters on staff that you can do some type of childcare. So I was just curious, like, hey, for like 2 hours, I can go over there, help him, see what's going on, and it would help. So they were like, yeah, no, we can't do that. And then like, oh, we also can't extend your room without the physical card. And I was like, yeah, but you've already had our physical card because we've already paid for our stay. They're like, yeah, but we need it all over again to extend your stay. And then I realized my husband has the card at the hospital 30 minutes away because he had to pay for the operation that morning. So now I'm like sweating. We're supposed to check out the next day. So I'm having to like, all these emotions are going through. I'm trying to help my husband stay calm. I'm trying to help with the 4 kids. I'm trying to extend our hotel stay. All these moving parts at the same time. Also like fighting down my worried emotions to like make sure everybody else is calm and my husband's okay. So now I have to drive in a taxi to the I have to rush there before he goes in for the surgery. Because now that he's saying like, hey, we have to have this surgery, they're like, okay, it's going to be in a few hours. So now I'm like trying to rush to get there to get the card before he goes into surgery. So I have to just go to pick up the bank card and bring my husband a phone charger because he has no phone charger because he didn't know he was going to be staying overnight and going into a surgery. So lots of moving parts at the same day, right? So now we are in the taxi, we're driving there, right? Just trying to stay calm. And we go, he comes outside and meets me and he's like really in a hurry. We like kids didn't even get to get out of the taxi because he's already supposed to be in the operating room and they're running behind. So we do like this quick swap, a little like kiss, love you, praying for you, and we'll see you. It's supposed to be like a really quick surgery. Like everything that we're reading says like 60 to 90 minutes. And so then the kids are like waving through the taxi. The guy, our taxi cab driver, was super nice. He waited for us. The kids sat in the car with him while I went. And I mean, I didn't leave them. We were all just standing outside, but he was really nice. And half the kids were also asleep. Then they woke up to wave bye. So then we said bye to Dad. And now we take the longest taxi ride back to our hotel to wait. Okay. Now picture me sitting there with 4 restless kids trying to stay calm while my husband is in surgery. I have no direct contact. My husband is saying like, hey, I'm going to let you know how long the surgery is, and then ghost. Don't hear from him. A few hours go by, still nothing. I'm like, okay, this is supposed to be like a quick hour-and-a-half surgery, right? So the wait was long. I'm talking hours long. And again, I didn't know how long the surgery was going to take. All we had was our research and what we knew. And there was no direct contact besides the translator, okay, who's also helping with other patients in the building. So the fear and the stress of not being there or being able to help or know what was going on was difficult. So at night, it's like nighttime at this point. It is 9:30 at night. He's been in surgery for 6 hours and panic is setting in. I'm like, did something go wrong? What is happening? My like mom, wife heart is like, I need some type of answers here. Is he okay? I'm like, I'm about to get into a taxi cab with all my kids and go demand some answers here from the nurse. Finally, like a few minutes after I start like coming up with a plan, like, do I need to go? Is he okay? I get the phone call from the translator and a video call from my husband. He is out of surgery. Everything's gone well. And he's just in a lot of pain. So the relief was overwhelming when I got that video call. Let me tell you, our kids were so excited. They instantly went to sleep after. It was like they were almost just like waiting to hear like, okay, Dad's good. And then they went to sleep. So it's definitely a different experience being with your kids and also not being able to go to the hospital and kind of like help your husband. Because at home, my mom, my dad, family would have stayed and helped with the kids while I went to the hospital for a few hours to make sure he was good. So different circumstance. And it's just a different perspective and a different experience that we have now gone through when you've chosen to live abroad. So that was definitely an experience. Okay. So again, relief. I'm so glad that phone call came through at 9:30. I didn't even eat dinner. I felt like I was like had a stomach ache. I was just unsettled and nerve-wracking. But once that relief came in, he called. Yes, he was groggy from the anesthesia. He was having some stomach pains, but I knew that those were temporary and that the surgery had gone well. So it was sort of in that moment that I realized how much we actually pretty much trusted the team there. Okay, quick little checkup, and we walked away with our family still and whole. So thanks to Memorial. So if you don't know, more and more people are traveling to Turkey for healthcare. And now I pretty much understand why. They have put a lot of money into their healthcare system. They have achieved certain rankings, international health standards that is above and beyond what they're required to have. Okay. Between the cost, the quality of care, it's all there. Okay. Memorial Hospital isn't just another clinic. It's pretty much a whole world-class treatment. And I highly recommend it. There's other YouTube videos out there of people talking about this, okay? So check this out because it is out there. We opted for the Essential Men's Checkup. It was $1,100 and it covered so many tests, and all the tests are done on the same day, all with your results on the same day. You just travel to different areas, different departments in the hospital to go to different things. There's dental, there's chest x-ray, there's throat x-rays, there's eyes. They screen for cancer markers. They do a treadmill stress test. They do bukus of blood lab testing. Okay, they do everything, and we did the essential. So we did the most basic one and got so much out of it. Okay, and then once we realized that there was some other things going on, we opted the same day to go to the general surgeon, and it was $200 to get an appointment same day with the general surgeon and discuss surgical plans for the next day. Okay, so in my eyes, that was extremely well worth it. And talking with the translator and other people there, the surgeon is a phenomenal surgeon in Istanbul, and we were super fortunate that God was looking over our family and helping us. Okay, so again, all your tests and the results are the same day. They even cover your ride to and from your airport and to and from the hotel. And you can set that all up when you are scheduling your appointment online or through WhatsApp or email, whatever you're choosing to do. Okay. Not only that, you can set all this up and it's included in the cost. There are, again, multiple level checkups to choose from that suit your needs. And as you go up, the price goes up, but the things that it includes is astronomical. It is so inclusive that you know that you are healthy and what's going on with your body when you leave, top to bottom care, okay? So this trip was supposed to be routine. It turned into something scary and unexpected, but also one of the best decisions we've ever made. If you're considering medical care abroad, don't be afraid to ask questions and don't underestimate what you'll find here in Istanbul. I know other countries offer things, so I'm only speaking about the Memorial Hospital in Istanbul. We did thorough research and checked to make sure that the hospital you're looking to is internationally accredited, and that's a quick, easy look up. If you want to know more about what this has really been like, drop your questions in the comments below and we'll answer everything, right? So would you travel abroad for medical care? Or are you really curious about what it's like? Again, ask us in the comments. We'll share it all. I'm sitting here in our hotel room. This is our view out of the hotel room. And we will be going to get Daddy soon. And so glad we came here. Thanks.